Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flat Thunder channel. My name's Andy, and this little girl behind me is Margaret, a C750. This is going to be the first cold snow start of 2023. We're going to try to get her out of this resting spot, try to get something done on her today. Yeah! Got to wait for it to warm up, build up air pressure, and then we're going to wheel it around to the front edge of the garage. Oh yeah, she's a runner. It's cold in here. Not very good traction without any weight out back. Here we go. I think we need to move it over just a smidge here and try not to dig holes. All right, we got old Margaret up here in the shop, and we got both sets of the tandems up on the concrete. Super excited about that, but man, let me tell you, it It really looks a lot bigger when you get it, at least the rear tires in the shop. I mean, this thing, wow, she takes up a lot of space. Well, you may be wondering what we're doing today. Hopefully we can make a big step forward in how we're going to plan out this build. This might not be the final step, but it is a big step in the right direction. Here we go, let's get after it. Got the frame all whisked off. It's starting to build up snow on her outside here, and I don't know about you guys, but I hate working in snow, so get that out of there as much as possible. What we're going to try to do right now is we have this hydraulic tank, the old auxiliary fuel tank here that we put on, and all of this is not needed for the direction that we're going, so we need to get this out of the way. We got some extra pieces from the dump body here still welded on the frame, need to lance those off. The valve here, the hydraulic pump, we're going to leave the PTO on there, but need to strip all that stuff off of there. Here you get this fuel tank ripped off of here, and we'll switch over to the firepower, i.e. the torch set. Never mind. Always check your regulator and your gauges. The acetylene regulator isn't working. It just wants to dial it way up, and that's not good. Here's what we're dealing with. I'll give you a little look-see. So I'm going to open the acetylene on the torch. The regulator is backed out all the way, and I'm going to turn it on. See, it just keeps building. If I turn off the torch, it just keeps building and building. It'll just keep on going. So that's no good. Have you ever had an idea and you thought you knew what you're doing, but really you have no freaking clue? That's this right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. All I know is I want to get this crane out of the shop, out of our way, and temporarily mount it on the truck. That way we can move the crane with the truck. Ultimately, it needs to go on the truck permanently. We're not quite ready for it yet, but if it's on there, oh man, so many more options and a major step in the right direction. One immediate problem I'm seeing, which I didn't think about really until now, is am I going to have enough room from the tip of the crane to the garage door to get it set on the truck? We'll just have to see. Good news, bad news. We just had a pretty big, almost disaster. That little bump to the forklift made it wheelie. And yeah, it tipped a little bit, but luckily it's on the truck. We gotta get this thing down. I'd say it looks worse than it is, but no, it's kind of really interesting what we're trying to do here. We got this side, the frame rails exposed underneath the main frame of the crane. That side, it's kind of underneath those wood blocks. So I'm gonna try to lift this side up and block the crane on the frame, not the pallet. And then maybe when we do that, we'll be able to shove the pallet over that way and do the same on that side. You're gonna block in there. Oh, she's herky jerky. That got a little hairy and a little scary. Unfortunately, the good old camera here locked up. I got the audio, but no video this time, so I don't know. Much of the same. Basically, what we ended up doing was sitting it back down. We tipped it in the process and bent our hose tray, not on purpose. It just wheelied the forklift again at the back of the truck when it was almost to the ground and bent our hose trays a little bit in the end of the frame. We got it up there now. It's just sitting on 6x6 blocks. We got 2 on this side because there's a hose in there that's hanging down where it's not supposed to be. We got 1 in the middle and 1 on the other side. Not really a good setup. So we're gonna have to do something different with that. Right now the forklift, of course, ran out of propane in the middle of this. The camera stopped working, so yeah. You know, everything's working out really smooth. We tipped it 2 times, scared the poop out of me, and 1 time we ended up bending the hose trays. The other 2 times, luckily, it didn't tip over. So now what we need to do is bind it down to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And I think we're going to try to, if we have time today, get this thing functioning, get those outriggers out, support it under its own weight so we can move it more where it's supposed to go. I don't like it on those blocks. I'm afraid a block's going to split, blow out, and it's just going to tip. But let's get her chained up. Oh, we got it on there. We didn't smash anybody or anybody's fingers or destroy too much. I dented the hose tray because he got a little tipsy-turvy there when we were putting it down on the ground to re-fork it without the pallet. The forklift, unfortunately, I believe the same seal that's wrong with the gland seal on the side shift cylinder is wrong with the tilt cylinders. We replaced all the seals in the tilt cylinders except for that gland seal on the OD of the gland itself. We got the wrong one. So Yeah, oily mess, but it's on there. Nobody hurt the process. I think we can safely move it. We got it chain bound to the chassis here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna move it back around back to the back driveway so we have more space and we can continue to work on it. That's the plan anyways. Here we go. Hopefully it fits out the garage door. Well, we got her wheeled back around to the back end of the driveway. I didn't want to risk this thing tipping over or falling over right next to one of the other cars or trap all the other cars in. So we got it in the back. I mean, hopefully it doesn't fall over, right? We'll see. But we got it out back here, and I have never started this thing. I have never heard it run. I have no idea if it will run. We did disconnect the hydraulic hose from the main pump. And then we did have to relocate the fuel tank, which was right here, when we originally unloaded it, because we needed to get the forks under it more. So let's drain this old fuel out. Who knows how old that is? Hook up our hydraulic line again, and we'll just, I don't know, see if it runs. Why not? Oh yeah, just like new. This thing's got a lot of gas in it. Spill it all over my face. Just see how skunky it is. Ooh. I mean, it doesn't smell too hateful. Let's try it. The crane is up there. Isn't that awesome? I'm super excited. We finally got it out of the garage. That's the first time it's moved since we unloaded it from the trailer when we purchased it. And it's on the truck. I was super concerned, worried, and yeah, I just didn't know how it was gonna go. I actually was entertaining buying another crane just to mount this crane. I have a problem. But now that it's up there, we don't have to worry as much. I may not have to buy another crane. We'll see. Hopefully once this thing gets manipulated around, we get it operational, the stabilizers can come out. We can almost balance itself with a tripod method and then back the truck under it further to get it in its final position. Once we get her bolted down, we can start using it. Oh, that'll be awesome. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave your questions and comments in that section below. And don't forget to punch that subscribe button on your way out. Thanks for watching, everybody.